What if I told you the economy isn't just numbers, it's storytelling? Because every month a new headline drops. Inflation up, inflation down, jobs strong, jobs weak. But here's the real question. Are you reacting to data or to the narrative built around it? If you invest, own a business, or simply pay bills, you can't afford to confuse the two. Last week, the CPI report showed inflation cooling to 2.4%. Sounds great, right? That's close to the Federal Reserve's 2% target. It feels like progress. It feels like stability. But before you celebrate, ask yourself, what exactly is cooling?
Gasoline prices are down about 8% compared to last year. Oil prices eased. Energy costs helped bring that headline number lower. And yes, energy is a major input. It affects transportation, logistics, production. That matters. But now look at what you actually spend money on. Ground beef, up more than 16%. Home health care, up over 12%. Hospital services, up 7%. Funeral costs, up 6%. Public transportation, up 5%. And what about insurance, property taxes? Do those feel like 2.4% to you? This is where the narrative begins. The Federal Reserve says its goal is 2% inflation. That's the target. So when inflation drifts down toward 2%, the message becomes clear. We're almost there.
And if inflation is under control, what usually comes next? Rate cuts. But wait, just months ago, rate cuts were justified as protection for the labor market. The idea was simple. If jobs weaken, we step in and lower rates to prevent damage. Now look at the recent job data. Around 130,000 jobs added in January. Unemployment falling from 4.6% in November to 4.3% in January. That's not a collapsing labor market. That's resilience. So if the labor market is solid, why cut rates? Here's where expectations come into play. Markets constantly bet on what the Federal Reserve will do next, and those bets shift quickly.
In the near term, odds suggest no immediate rate cut at the next meeting. But look a few months ahead, and suddenly the probability of a cut jumps dramatically. Why does sentiment flip so fast? Because markets don't just react to inflation or jobs. They react to leadership changes, political pressure, and future policy direction. When leadership at the Fed changes, expectations change. And when expectations change, asset prices move, sometimes long before the policy actually does. So here's the takeaway. Don't just watch the inflation number. Watch the story built around it.
Don't just read the jobs report. Ask how it will be interpreted. Because in markets, perception often moves faster than reality. And if you understand the narrative before everyone else does, you're not surprised, you're prepared. If this breakdown helped you see the bigger picture, subscribe to the channel and stay ahead of the next shift before it becomes tomorrow's headline.